Welcome everyone. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am excited to welcome you to the Lightning Web Component session by Salesforce Academy. I am your host and I bring with me 4 plus years of hands-on experience in Salesforce development. Also, I am 7 times Salesforce certified. In this series, I will be your guide and your friend, helping you understand, explore, and master Salesforce Lightning Web components. Whether you are just starting out or looking to deepen your knowledge, I will be sharing everything I have learned so far, including real world examples, practical tips, and industry best practices. So let's dive in and start your journey into the world of LWC together. So before we dive deeper into development, let's check out something very important, which is machine configuration. So setting up your machine correctly is the first step in ensuring a smooth development, especially when working with Salesforce and Lightning Web component. You should first configure your machine properly. So what we will be doing, first we will be downloading and installing the Chrome browser. Then we will be configuring our Trailhead account. We will be creating Trailhead playground, and then we will be installing Visual Studio Code and latest Java. After installing Visual Studio Code, we will be installing the Salesforce CLI plugin there, and then we will be connecting our Salesforce org with Visual Studio Code. So whether you are using Windows, Mac or Linux, I will help you to get your environment ready so you can start building confidently without any setup issue. So make sure your system is ready. Then we will deep dive into the coding journey. Also, it is optional. You can install a zip tool like you can install the Git and Git version. So this we use as a version control mechanism, which helps you to track your code changes and collaborate with other developers. It also allows you to manage your development efficiently. You can install this Git. Also, in your VS Code, you will find out the Git lens in the extension. We use Git lens to also track the changes in your code. So you can track the code changes who have done when the code changes happens, and you can also access the history of your code. So the Git and Git lens, it is optional to you. It is up to you. You can install if you want. Otherwise, you can leave it. Now let's check out the topics which we will be covering into this entire lecture series. As we all know, Salesforce is a leading cloud-based CRM platform that enables businesses to manage customer relationships, automate processes, and build scalable applications. To support efficient development, Salesforce has introduced Lightning Web Component Framework. It is a lightweight framework built using web standards like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It follows MVC design pattern. MVC stands for Model View Controller, where model part represents the data layer like Apex and Salesforce records. The view part is built using HTML templates and CSS, and the controller part is managed through the JavaScript logic. So two things, view part and controller part, we will be finding into this LWC component, and the model part we will be finding with the Apex logic. The separation of concerns combined with reactive data binding and built-in security which makes LWC a powerful way to build fast, reusable, and responsive components. The design system used in Salesforce Lightning Design System is ensuring consistency, accessibility, and a seamless user experience across devices and platform. So in this Lightning Web component course, we will explore everything you need to become confident in modern Salesforce UI development. We will start with the basics of setting up your development environment. Then we will move into core LWC components like component structures, data binding, event handling, and component communications. Then we will learn how to use decorators like @track, @API, and @wire, and how to interact with Salesforce data using Apex and Lightning Data Service. We will also cover advanced topics such as conditional rendering, list rendering, lifecycle hooks. Then we will go with working of forms, navigations, and integration with third-party libraries. Along the way, we will build hands-on examples and real-world components, and will follow the best practices and understand how LWC fits into the Salesforce ecosystem using MVC architecture. By the end of this course, you will be ready to build fast, reusable, and scalable UI components on Salesforce platform. So let's configure our machine, our laptop, our system first to write our very first LWC component. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.